everybody. It's been a while and I'm sorry about that. I've had lots of things going on at home, including things like getting ready to buy my own house. So that's been a big progress to have to go through. It's not something I want to do at this moment in time, but being pushed into it with the budget and everything that got released, so I've had to make plans to get that sorted out. And I've also had my birthday, which was on the 10th of November. So yeah, it's been quite busy. Like I say, it's been spending time with family on the off season. I've also obviously been keeping on getting everything sorted with the grow shed and the onions and stuff like that, and I'll show you more of those when I head back home. But it's Monday, it's dinner time, I'm having a cup of coffee. I've just written a few plans down on what I want to get accomplished in the long termish. So I've got a list of things to do, but for today I'm going to be doing a bit of tidying up because I need to clear the greenhouse out and make a start. So like I say, little and often. So I'm gonna get that done. I'll take this home and I'll show you inside the shed and show you what I've been doing in the shed. Well, it's November and we're still getting tomatoes, but it's time to get this all cleared out now. It's amazing the fact that they're still actually growing as well. That side shoots nuts. Still growing, still shooting flowers off. Never known nothing like it. But the very cold temperatures are here. It's now time to get this cleared out. It's a bit of an awkward position and awkward place to put a camera, so I'm just going to crack on with it and I'll show you after. And after, so that's everything cleared out of here. All the used compost already been moved and shifted. I'll tell you where that is. I've stacked all of these up. They'll all get cleaned for the autopot system, because these will be going back in, and I'm going to actually next year I will set it all up basically. But for now, that's it all packed away, ready for next year. The used soil, I've just topped a few of these beds up over here because it's just used substrate, and all that's going in here is carrots and stuff anyways. And I've also topped up this bag, as you can see. Still not more with that, just needs feeding basically. And with carrots and parsnips, they don't like too much feed, so that will do for when I put them pots on top of here. So I can fill them all back up. So I'll put them on and I'll fill them up with that. I've still got more of these pots to collect, but I've not getting a chance to go speak to the guy yet. But yeah, that's that done. Just on the flat here, bit of a change of plan. All of that used compost that I've just put in there, I've got more in the pots down the bottom of the garden in the greenhouse, but I've seen a job and do it. This is what I've done. Well, I've got my bright red lilies. Obviously there's tons and tons. They've been here a couple of years now and they're in rows. And what I want to do is, I've just cleared out most of the bed there. I want to top it up and mulch it, because well, as you can see, the weeds are a pain in the neck in between. So what I'm doing is I'm going over, and obviously at the top where the new growth's coming through, you see the lily bulbs popping out. So I've got a bit of space here. I might as well just fill the top it off. So I'm going to start taking some of the canes out, ones that's not attached, ones I can pull up easily enough. If not, I'll just snap them. And then I'm going to top this bed up with some used compost. It's amazing how quickly plans change, but that's done, that's sorted. That's all nicely mulched for next year, and we'll get another lovely showing of lilies come next year. Green manure is looking fantastic. It's nice to see some growth on the plot over the winter months, autumn to winter. It'll not be long before this needs to be dug in, to be honest. So yeah, and the minimums, nice to see I've got the different red ones and pink. It's a shame I couldn't get the yellow one through, but I'm pleased to see they're all different colours, to be honest, which is nice, because I've still got the big spray chrysanthemums, which I've actually still got this one, because I've given this one off Grandad Dave. Like that one there. That's a spray chrysanthemum, and there's more dotted over there on that side, there and there. So yeah. Right, time for another cutter. So another job I've just quickly done there. Just as you can see, we've got some of the bulbs are starting to come up there. which is nice to see. But I did have some more Hearts and Clubs collection tulips. So what I've done is, in between these plants here, in between the lavender and the chrysanthemums, I've just planted a few there, few there, so that continues all the way down. And I did have a couple of lilies as well, so I've just planted them right up against the edge here, so I know which ones they are. So, and I've also put a couple of little tulips in there as well, so they'll come first. So we should have a lovely row of tulips starting from there all the way up to there and around the corner. So that should look lovely for springtime. Not only for the springtime for this year, but obviously for the next few years to come, as long as I obviously keep on top of it, which I do plan on doing. So I'm going to go and get rid of all the rubbish here, because I've got a fair bit of rubbish, and then I'm going to have a cuppa. And back at home here, and I'm in the shed, and you can see I've got a full propagator. Not only have I got a full propagator in here, but I've also started in this side as well. Leslie's brought her herbs in that I got from Malvern, because it didn't look too clever outside, so I said she brought them in here. Well, I've got a bit of space, but I had to show you how the onions are getting on. Right, let's get the lid off here, just look at the side. So inside of here we've got my quality onions. Now these quality onions are my onions from my seed, because the other seed that I had didn't germinate. Now these seeds were from 2022, so I haven't had the best of germinations myself, to be honest, but I've managed to get 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 onions there, just on that side alone. I've also put them in at different times, so I've put them in at the 26th to the 10th, the 18th to the 10th, which is this one, that only one that I had from the line that I did. The rest of them are all the 26th. And apart from these four, which are the 2nd of the 11th. And I've also got the 11th of the 11th there in the back on them, and I also sowed some yesterday as well in this large tray. So that's what I've got going on in there. I have brought some wire home today to be able to make some holders, basically, so that they hold the top of the flute up. So we'll just shut that off. I've got the fan on there to help with the circulation. And also in here, I don't have the light on here, because like I say, I only did this yesterday. So let's try and move the stuff over here. So inside of here, as you can see, we've got the cabbages. I've started the cabbage on this side, so the red and green cabbage. But I've also got a tray of which ones are them? Long day. So they're long day onions. They're supposed to be giant onions, so I've chucked them in, because to be quite honest, they were from 3 years ago, so they needed to be used. And I've also got some Billy Lamb, which I started yesterday, which is there. So I've got some Billy Lamb onions, which are in that one, and I've got some more of my onions in there as well. So I've just went all in on the quality onions. So I'm going to turn this light off, because I don't want that light on just yet. This light is on 24/7 as things stand at the moment. The temperature is set at 19 degrees in here, and set at 19 in here. I do need to move the other onions, the cabbages, to somewhere else. Probably put them in this propagator, because I don't want them to be coming up at that heat. The different temperatures needed for the cabbages to the onions. So, but that's how things are looking inside of here at the moment. On here, these are the seeds that I saved from my biggest pumpkin. Now I did have a full tub full. I put these in the propagator. They're all dried out. They're all bone dry. Yeah, so that's just happened. Best pick that up. Bear us a second, I'll tell you more about this in a second. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. These are from the field pumpkin, and I made a mistake. I did dry them all off, so all dry like this, but then I put them all into a container. Put them in a plastic jug, left them at the side here, and ended up getting moisture in them, and they started moulding. So I've managed to get the top ones off. So I've managed to get a few and save a few. So I've got myself some, hopefully, for next year, because the kids really did enjoy their pumpkins this year. So the pumpkins I took from the front of the house, and I took them down to the garden, and I got them all, put them in the compost bin, and I chopped them all up, so that's all worm food now for next year. Obviously I took all of the seeds out that I could, I think I chucked the rest. I think I've got some still in the house actually from the other ones, but yeah, I've got them ones from the big ones. So I'm going to put them into the paper bag or paper tray or whatever, and paper envelope, and they should last a bit longer. But yeah, that's what's happening. Like I say, it's Monday. I've got plans the weekend, so hopefully I'll see you through the week. If not, see you at the weekend. Good morning, you lovely lot. It is Sunday morning. I'm down very early at the allotment getting things prepared. I've got guests coming over today, so I'll show you them when they arrive. But in the meantime, I've come down and found that my battery's drained. I don't know why. Mustn't be pulling enough power in off the sun to be able to charge the batteries. Or it's because I've got something on in here that is draining the battery, which is strange considering there's nothing massive that I've got on to be able to draw the power. But anyways, I've got a spare battery. I've put that on the inverter. I've got the fridge running. I've got frying pans and everything ready to go. Kettle's being on. I'm just going to go and get some more wood for the fire, and then I'm going to head home to get Leslie and the kids and wait for the guests to arrive. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, got everybody here. Everybody's fed and everybody's watered. You've got Leslie and the kids down. Where are you? Sophia, say hiya. Different? Fine.
She's got biscuits.
You got biscuits? We just brought some biscuits down, but I'll spin you around and we'll have some introductions. He doesn't speak, that's Eric. I'll tell you, I'll let them speak for themselves. Sophia, what are you doing, darling? The feet are making from in here. So yeah, we've got, well, you know Leslie and Sky and Kyle. Kyle's in the Christmas spirit, aren't you, son?
Yeah. Yeah. Jump on.
No, we've got, yeah, so we've got
Rachel. Hello.
Rachel and Eric, come down. What's your channel?
It's
name?
Our Allotment plots.
Our Allotment plots. And I've met these from all through YouTube, to be honest. And we've also got this fine specimen here.
We haven't, he's not here.
Sophia plays that game. We've got Jimmy here.
We have.
What's your channel, Jimmy? Can't you remember? Can't you remember?
Plot 41B.
Plot 41B. Well, I'll put all the channel links in the description below, not a problem. What are you doing? She's absolutely wild. What are you doing? Hey. But we're going to they've come down fairway and we're going to go and have a look around the plot. A bit of a plot tour. I'm going to get the drone up as well, so we'll see how that works. But I've had coffees and bacon sandwiches and sausage sandwiches and everything, and I've had the fire on. I've had to keep the windows open because it's absolutely on fire in here. But I've had a bit of a problem with the power supply this morning. I've had to use a spare battery to get everything else sorted. But we'll have a look outside. It sounds like it's drizzling, but we're all waterproof. Right, I'm just playing with the drone, making sure that it's alright. Looks like it's a bit all over the place, to be honest. But like I said, we're going to have a quick look around the garden, and we'll see what everybody else thinks. Because like I say, there's not been a great deal on the plot recently. But we're going to have a start. We're going to start my plot, and then we'll head over this side. So I'll get this drone up, and we'll see what it's like in the weather at the minute. Right, take the follow me. We'll head next door. See if we can get the gap. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will start on this side. We'll start at the top. Because I've still got a fair few bits of veg in at the minute still. It's been hit by the frost. So let's start here and we'll make our way further down. And again, it's 10 metres out.
What's the maximum height on them, Jim?
I'll show you when we're putting the rocket mode. I think it's 10 metres. So back in. And then when it comes back, then we can send it straight up. But obviously it'll just be focusing down all the time. Come on, Dean!
How does that now?
So inside, yeah, like I said, we've got Rach Eric in. So this is me. This is the top greenhouse. So it's where I put this big fire and everything in there.
Fire in it.
So that's me out part way fire. The one which it's got the pipes that go all the way along underneath and the big header tank there. So that's what the idea was. Radiator underneath all the way around, and then things nice and warm. But you can't really regulate it, which is a nightmare. Oh. So it's unfortunately been one of them things where it does work. It still works absolutely fine. If you want to sit in there instead, that's where I usually sit and chill. Yeah. I've got all my pipes and that ready for the the giant carrots and the giant parsnips. So we'll, I've got to take them home. That's why they're there. I remember. So then down here is where the spring display is. So I've rejuvenated the spring display this year because the tulips and all that were just hit and miss.
Yeah.
But I put brand new tulips and that around the edges. I've still got to do the middles and that. The trees coming out.
What tree?
That's an apple tree.
Apple tree.
Yeah, but it's no good. It's an apple tree. So then further doing as well, I grew the pumpkins this year. So I grew the pumpkins in here this year. And I've got some Rhine vetch in there at the minute, which is just like green manure. Yeah,
Well,
so absolutely massive.
tried green manure in one of our beds for the first time this year, and it's only like a little raised bed like that, but because I've never used it, I don't know it.
I haven't switched that on. Damn it, though.
And I'm going to do an experiment, like just for my own sakes, because we're still learning, to try the green manure in one bed, and we're going to do brassicas or something in it, and then brassicas in the other one, see which ones come up the best.
Aye.
Because there's still a load of seed. I didn't put that much in.
No. We've got, that's a brassica, that brassica cage here is where I normally grow the giant cabbage or the swede.
Yeah.
So that's all netted off. I've got cabbages and cauliflowers there at the minute. Well, I've got in a minute. This is where I grow the cucumbers. So in here as well, I set up all the cucumbers and that. So,
the big ones there as well, didn't it?
aye. So the, come this way, come this way, come this way. I'm going to have to turn this off. I'll try something a little bit different here. Nice stuff here. So we've got a giant turnip there. That's in for seed. So I've got that for seed at the minute.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'd grow the cucumbers on the outsides. I've tried doing tomatoes in the middle this year, but it hasn't. It wasn't very good, and I know the reason why now, so I'll do better next year with it. I'll manually do this. I've got it for the second eye, so I've just dropped the camera down, the drone, sorry, and doing old manual way. So this is where I grow the, like you say, the cucumbers. I've got the whole setup all sorted so that they can cling on to the nettings and stuff like that. And then I just use big hammocks, like I've got across there, to put them in and support them, because you think the size of them, they end up pulling the whole plant down. Because the plants are the same size as a normal cucumber plant.
Yeah.
The width and thickness and everything. You don't get deformities like you would with a tomato plant. Because the tomato ones, you want to look for the nice big thick stemmed. Like them ones there, it's a double stem sort of thing. So there's more nutrients come up from it. But I've got the cucumbers down here, which are just rotting down. Because once they finish rotting, I'll take the seeds from them. They'll dry out naturally. So that's the plan, because they're very watery, obviously. And it's a nightmare. It's a mess to try and get seed from them.
What do you do with your soil? Like, so in this kind of stage, will you do anything with that ready for next year?
I'll just take it off and take it over.
Right. Do you add anything to it then?
Not at the minute.
No.
When my garden shut down for winter, I'd shut down for winter. If I need to put any lime on, I'll put lime on. If I need to put any feeds in, I'll put some hen pellets in or something. Right. So realistically, I should be getting soil samples sent off, or depending on what I want to grow. Yeah. This, that, and t'other, but I'm not into all that kind of thing, to be honest. I'll just put it in, hope for the best, and just feed it. I look at the plant rather than, but it's always best to prepare. Yeah. Prepare the best.
These pots?
They dry out. Obviously, what they do, they dry out anyways. But what I tried to do here was I tried to get more stem off more root off the main stem on the tomato. Didn't really work, to be honest. Wasn't the idea was there in principle, but didn't really work. Like I say, I've done a mistake with these. I should be growing them in 20 litres, not 10 litres, and the bed, because it's kind of restricting when the roots go around the side, instead of straight at the bed. But that's I'm going to do better with that next year, because I've got further plans with that. So that's inside here. Basically, I've got some long beans there, which are going to be for next year. So I need to take the beans out of them, because they've dried off now. So I'll get them taken out of there. It's one of them things you see it and do it. Come down. Who's got this? Who's that? What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that, you little tinker? This is where I got all my lilies. So, as you can see, I've got a little one there. I've actually just topped this whole bed up with used compost. Because they're all just weeds and everything. Well. So you'll see that in the video anyways, because I did this like last week, but I didn't put a video out. So this will be, you see this on this week's video with the what I've done on it. Basically, I've just topped it up. But these are just flagstones. This was all here before I started. And the lilies, I started with like 4, and I've just put them outside now and forget about them. But they're absolutely lovely. They haven't got any smell on them, but they've still got like the pollen and all that, so you've got to be careful with it. But the lily beetles love this bed.
Yeah.
So this is the new structure. This is the blue polytunnel and yellow polytunnel. So it took us 3 years to build this.
This is the one you've just finished.
This is the one I've just pretty much finished. I've got to put the door on, but I've made some improvements on this one than it was on the yellow one. Because the yellow one, I didn't have these string lines put up on the top, which I knew I should have done on that one to start with, to stop the birds from landing on top and pecking for the flies and that. So I have just pretty much finished this one. What are you doing? You still got me wheelbarrow.
It's actually wide as well, isn't it?
It is.
I really, look at me. I'm not the thinnest of people to start with, so you know what I mean. I wanted to make sure that I get especially getting a wheelbarrow and stuff in as well. But so inside here, it's all going to be in pots. So I've already got the pots all lined up inside of here.
I like all them half drums.
So it's got to keep on top of the watering really with them. But I'm going to have a watering system in here, like I've got in there and in there. I'll tell you about the watering system in a second once we're finished having a look around. So this is where I'll be putting the carrots and stuff. So these air pots, not too dissimilar to what I did next door, but it wasn't. That was for roots. This was just to bump up the soil, make it a bit deeper, so that the carrots, because you need about 2 foot for the giant carrots and parsnips. So that'll be what these are for. Probably one size carrot, one size parsnips. I want some more for the middle, which I haven't managed to catch the lad yet. So I've got all the soil there ready to go for the stuff in the middle.
How many carrots will you get in there then?
One.
Just one?
Just 1 carrot. 1 carrot per barrel. Because you've got 2 foot, you've got to start them off with them pipes that I showed you up there.
Yeah.
And then once they get that, you just plant them direct into the back, into the tub.
Right.
And that'll be 1 carrot per drum.
Wow.
So I'll be pulling them a little bit further away from the back of the fence, because obviously the foliage and stuff like that. But it's easy to come back down when I've got everything grown this year. That is my tomato greenhouse there, the middle one. That's where our old gadgets used to have their teas and coffees, and used to have a little fire in there, but I've transferred it back into the greenhouse. That has got the air pots in it, the auto pot, sorry, which I got gifted. So that's been great this year. And I put my sun gold tomatoes in there. So that's what goes into there.
Oh, we like sun gold, don't we? Yeah.
So I've got my garlic in here. That's all giant garlic. I've got no normal garlic in this year. So the stuff, the ones I got off Debbie. The surface on here is compact for some reason.
The mate's got all of my garlic.
Oh.
I've just put them out the way. I didn't want to put them in the ground because I get a lot of white rot in each. You don't even have it until you grow.
Yeah.
So I've got white rot in there. I've got white rot in that bit down there. I've got white rot in the top. So I thought, sod it. I like growing garlic. I couldn't grow garlic one year because I grew leeks for sure, and obviously garlic harbours rust. So I want to keep it well away with it being airborne and stuff. But we've got Talon pots this year, so that was a case of put it in and leave it for 10 months and then just carve it later on. That's it. That's all I need to do.
Like, well, next year, because we lost everything to allium leaf, or I think I did, and everybody kind of thinks that I went OTT because I was netting it and not putting it in the ground, and we just didn't know what to do. But this year I'm just putting it in and just leaving it. Just see what happens.
This area is probably going to be for outside cabbages or outside brassicas when I get sorted. We're just covered up at the minute. That brassica cage is where the giant red and green cabbages grow. That's where I'll be putting them in. It's had a year off, but I've got to go back and then dig all of that. And then inside of here, so in here I've got my chilies, my winter chilies, which are all dead because of the frost. I've already picked them all off, to be honest. I've still got to pick them off. I picked them off in the dark, as you can tell, because there's still loads left. But inside here is where I normally put I tried growing the cantaloupe melons this year. It was a waste of time, absolute waste of time.
Oh yeah.
But this time I'm probably going to be putting my onions back in here again, in the raised pots, because I like them in here.
What happened with your melons then?
I couldn't get none of them to set.
Oh.
I couldn't get mine in, man. I said 4.
None of them are set. To be honest, I'm pleased I didn't, because the size of the ones out of Malvern were absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. I wouldn't have no chance. Not a chance at all. But I see I learned a lot from them. In here, they've got a watering system on the inside. So I've got a pipe, a hose coming in from there. And then I've got sort of hoses in the bed.
Right.
To help me grind out with watering.
Yeah.
So all you had to do was just connect the hose on the outside. That just watered the whole bed. And
That's
then
good.
What my new thing is, so I'm getting this tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this with feed. and I've got a pump inside of here, which is connected to the battery, which pumps all the water back through that way.
Oh, that's good.
Is it the lay flat, what you've got there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you're not just going to put it on a timer?
That's what I've got a timer ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's obviously connected to the battery and all that. So
I only know that because Hanny's got it in his polytunnels.
Right.
And I didn't know you could get a timer
yeah,
on
you
it.
get water, you get battery operated timers and stuff as well. So that's quite handy.
That's what we looked at, didn't we? For
Yeah.
And chilies in December. We're in December now. So in the bottom here, I've got my bottom greenhouse, which has my grapevine. This was our lush, full of grapes, as you've seen on the videos. And I've had this started from all the way at the back, down here. And I just got it trained so nothing comes down here. Because I normally have the tomatoes at the back here. And then I'll get the bunches off here. And I normally just go down there. And this year I've had my tomatoes in here. But I don't like money maker tomatoes. I don't like salad tomatoes. I rather have the cherry tomatoes. So you can see my grand, I put the wrong ones in, so I bought them some nicer ones this year. But it just needs all cleared out here. And I've got a bit of a problem with the ivy at the back, but that's on the to-do list. So is clearing this out as well. But other than that, this side, I've got 2 sheds at the bottom and my compost bay down there. Other than that, that's it. Down here. I'm not really scared of the spiders.
There's something on that there.
I know there
On
is.
the other side.
Oh, they're all over. Oh, look, see, it's spiders.
You can carry them, Eric.
Right, go on,
But you get fast. You go first.
Always the same. Always people have to help themselves. There's some airpods.
But give them stop in front of me, you know.
We'll stop it. You're out the road. Go on, move.
Right, that crew just join together.
No.
Get over here. You want to jump up on him? What?
That's no good to me.
Come in 2 seconds. Anyway. I know we've already seen. You've already been in here, man. Those crashes. But this is my side of the allotment. All my stuff grows, the giant stuff. And we'll have a quick look next door, and then I'll be saying my goodbyes because everybody's got to shoot off. So Jimmy's dementia has kicked out. And he's actually remembered what his channel name is. Jimmy, what's your YouTube channel name?
Plot 41 big.
Is it not your name first?
Yes, it's my name first.
So what's your actual YouTube channel name then?
Jimmy Plot 41B.
There you go, we've got everything, Steve. Hey! I'll put his channel in the description below. He's probably given it with 60. He's changed his channel number that often he can't remember.
Jimmy's lost the plot.
No, you know, that's taken that.
No, Dean's lost the plot. Taken.
These have all lost the plot apart from me.
Right, we're just going to do some videos and then I'm going to say goodbye. It's nice to see the kids playing in the puddles. It's having a lovely time. What's the matter, Jimmy? Is that a bit of a trek to get up there, is it?
Yes.
Think about that one.
Well, I had a look to see if there was any kids because
You didn't
moderate my language.
No, but thanks very much for coming down, guys. Appreciate it.
Been great.
See you welcome any time. It's better to come. Probably better come if you come next time when all the stuff's starting to grow. Probably June, July time when it's warmer and stuff as well. Because like I say, I've got a majority of the stuff all in, so I'm going to be very busy next year. But I look forward to coming down to your guys because I missed the last get together. Just like Stephen and Jamie has this time around. But we might be able to get everybody together at one time.
I know. Fingers crossed.
But thanks very much for coming down, guys.
Thanks for having us. Thank you, Ross.
What's your channel, Jimmy? What's it called again?
Jimmy's plot 41B. It's not.
So that was nice hosting a couple of new faces. So thanks very much for coming along, Rach Eric and Jimmy from Jimmy 41B. He couldn't remember his name on his channel. Yeah, it's like I say, it's a damp, miserable day today. The only thing that's good for in this weather is splashing around in rain puddles, which is exactly what Sophia's up to. But we've all been fed, we've all had a good chin wag, and I look forward to going to, I think we're going to be going to Jimmy's next time round. But yeah, I'll not be getting much else done down here today. I'm going to go and tidy up everything, and then I'll be heading home. So I think this may be it for this weekend. Like I say, a quick update over the winter. It's always the same. I do apologise for that content, but we will start speeding things up as the weeks go on. The more fact, I'm putting more veg in now. I've got the red and green cabbage in, a couple of sowings of them. Hopefully they come through. I'll be doing some more potting up, and I've got some other bits and pieces to tinker around with. But for me this week, thanks for watching everybody, thanks for liking, subscribing, and I will see you all on the next one, and hopefully we'll have a few more lives put in. I'll see you then. See you now.